exhibition.
These models
Exhibition.
it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Ooh, yeah.
There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. We for circle round twice for the if you know, you know.
nation chanting, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Now Rosen on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurry up, here we go.
Second and 10, it's Rosen again. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Rosen will throw, and he's got Fitzgerald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Rosen, and the safety Carl Joseph there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. Drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head.
Have first. play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Carr. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got it at the 15. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Finds Roberts left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Lynch, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win.
And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. The extra point coming now for Nugent. Nugent tacking on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, it is over, Coach.
For a loss of 7. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in position. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Third and long here for Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Harris now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carr going to throw. Letting one go deep for Rock. He got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he gets it down to the 32. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this is going to be incomplete. David Amerson is there on the coverage defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
7:34. Right now.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 32 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their...
Hey, Coach, this dude trash.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Rosen, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On second down, Rosen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Disruptive early on as it
home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 3, 9.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And they have...
I got the best new skills in the game, bro. This dude trash, coach.
Now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan not dropping into coverage. And takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
I got you, coach.
Theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
The quick slant caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Carr now to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Nugent hits the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out. I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him...